A warm welcome. This is Electrical Energy Generation, Utilization and Conservation course with lecture 1.5 focusing on types of lighting. Earlier we have seen the type of the fluorescent lamps, phosphorescent lamps, incandescent lamps, etc. Here we are going to see about the type of lighting, how the lighting can be made, because it is not the thing when light is being blown, it will be providing only the direct light, only the direct lighting is present. It is not the case. There are direct lighting, semi-direct lighting, indirect lighting, semi-indirect lighting and general lighting cases. So let us see each schemes. For direct lighting, the luminaries direct the 90 to 100 percentage of the light output of the lamp towards the downward. That is exactly, it will be focusing on the object where it is necessary. This scheme is more efficient, but it suffers from hard shadows and glare. It is mainly used for industrial and general outdoor lighting. In case of semi-direct lighting scheme, about 60 to 90 percentage of the lamp's luminous flux is made to fall downwards directly by using some reflectors. The rest of the light is used to illuminate the walls and the ceilings. This type of lighting scheme is employed in rooms with a high ceiling. This scheme will improve not only the brightness but also the efficiency. Next is the indirect lighting schemes. Here, 90% of the light output will be directed upward towards the ceiling, and the upper side of the walls will reflect it back to the working plane area. In such a scheme, the ceiling acts as a light source and the glare is getting reduced to a minimum. In case of semi-indirect lighting scheme, the luminaries direct the light output of the lamp partially, that is 10 to 30 percentage downwards, 70 to 90 percentage upward. I mean, more percentage will be directed upward. That's the meaning. Glare will be completely eliminated with such type of lighting, and this can be preferably used for indoor lighting decoration purposes. General lighting, these are the lamps made up of diffusing glasses are used here. The illumination level is equal in all directions, and the mounting height of the source must be made much above the eye level in order to avoid glare. Next, let us see about the residential lighting. So in residential lighting, we know we have different areas. I mean, a housing will have lightings at the outside. Outside also, it may be a garden or below a portico. I mean, the front lights. It may be lampings provided at the compound walls, etc. These are some of the lightings which are being used for the outdoor. If it is an indoor one, initially we used to have a sitting hall, sitting room at the first initial stage of our housing, and after that we may have a hall, which hall will be of very large size, and not enough. It is not enough with one single lightings. More number of lightings may be required for the illumination effect in the hall. And after that we may have bedrooms. Bedroom lightings, it may be of different types. A low voltage lighting may be required, which may be on made on during the sleeping hours, and there may be a tube light, I mean the fluorescent lamp, or some other things, which may provide a greater illumination level during day hours or during night hours. The light in the home can be peaceful, comfortable, romantic, intimate, or cheerful and festive. So there are different types of lightings which are used at each corner of the home. Light can turn strangers away and welcome friends inside. Options for lighting each room are as varied as the colors of the paint and the features of the carpet selected. Normally, the rating of lamps for illuminating a lightly colored drawing room of size 8 meter long, 3 meter wide, 3.5 meter high is given as the illumination level should be 100 lumens per meter square. Coefficient of utilization on horizontal plane is 50 percentage, and the type of lamps may be fluorescent lamps, standard fluorescent lamps of wattages 40 watts, 1600 watt per lamp, etc. Next, while you are considering the commercial light in commercial shopping complex, Each shop has a different image to convey different product to sell. Each aspect of a shop should be carefully designed with its client or customers in mind. Shops also carry their own identity. The lighting supports a shop in its identity, shows off the shop's merchandise to its best advantage, serving as a true magnet. It will be attracting the consumers and make them at least to visit the shop, and after visiting the lightings inside the shop may make their interest towards buying the materials, and that is the persuading them to buy. The recommended lamps for commercial buildings are: for general purpose lighting, fluorescent lamps may be used; for display lighting, LED, low voltage halogen lamps may be used; for boarding and hoarding, metal halide lamps may be used; and for textile shops, filament or low voltage halogen lamp may be used. We can see, for example, if we are going a textile shop, we can see that special lightings will be arranged in the silk section area, silk saree section area. We have special lamp lightings, so that it will be highlighting the silk material. Likewise, the lighting may vary depending upon the products which are served in the commercial field. The diffusion principle is nothing but light is directed downwards from the lamp by the suitably designed reflectors. Reflection of the total light over the road surface uniformly has to be made as much as possible. Total reflection has to be made. The reflectors are made to have a cutoff between 30 and 45 degrees, so that the filament of the lamp is not visible except just below the source, which results in eliminating glare. So glare has to be avoided. In such a way, the reflectors has to be placed. And the illumination at any point on the road surface is calculated by applying inverse square law or point by point method. For example, if you assume this object will appear immediately against the bright road surface due to the lamps at a longer distance. This method of lighting is only suitable for straight sections along the road. And in this method, it is observed that the objects on the roadway can be seen by a small expenditure of the power than by diffusion method of lighting. While considering the illumination level, normally the illumination which is required depends upon the class of the street lighting installation. The road junction and important shopping centers, the illumination may be 30 lumens per meter square. For poorly lighted suburban streets, it is just 4 lumens per meter square. And for average well-lighted street, it may be 8 to 50 lumens per meter square. And also the illumination level and the street lighting depends totally on the mounting height. Normally spacing for the standard lamps is 50 meters with the mounting height of 8 meters. Lamp posts should be fixed at the junctions of the roads, and this will enable the street lighting. Next is a flood lighting. Flood lighting is nothing but where large surfaces have to be projected with powerful lightings. A special reflector and housing are employed in the flood lighting in order to concentrate the light emission from the lamp, which is focused relatively into a narrow beam, and this then known as the flood lighting projector. It is employed to serve one or more the following purposes: aesthetic flood lighting, in order to enhance the beauty of the building at night, such as public places, ancient buildings, monuments, religious buildings, and festive occasions. There we use aesthetic flood lighting. And next, in case of industrial and commercial flood lighting, for illuminating the railway yards, sports stadium, car parks, construction sites, quarries, cement factory, etc. And next, for advertising, they are used for illuminating the showcases and advertisement boards, and for the decoration of the houses, etc. These floodlighting schemes are classified as narrow beam projectors, medium angle projectors, and wide angle projectors. So these are all about the types of lighting present. And flood lighting calculation is mainly on three steps. One is the illumination level required has to be calculated. Second, what type of projectors can be used, and the number of projectors. So illumination level, you can see it in lumens per meter square required, because what is the area which the light has to be projected on? And so what is the watts or what is the lumen of light required? Based upon that, the illumination light level can be determined. Next is the based on the type of projector. Based on the beam size, light output, and the choice of the projector, the type of the projector has to be chosen. The beam size determines the area covered by the beam, and the latter the illumination provided. Next, we can see about the number of projectors. So, number of projectors depends upon the area, illumination level, depreciation factor, waste light factor, utilization factor, then wastage of lamp, and the luminous efficiency of the lamp. With this formula, we can calculate the number of projectors.